Another doctor will spend time behind bars in connection with the death of Matthew Perry, the actor so famous around the world. Dr. Salvador Plasencia pleaded guilty today to illegally supplying the Friends star with ketamine. Perry, as you may remember, was found dead in his hot tub in 2023. I was one of the last journalists to interview him a short time before his death, discussing his struggle with addiction.
You've been to 14 rehabs.
Yeah.
You've been to 65 detoxes, and you've spent, according to what you wrote in your book, $9 million on your recovery.
But 14 treatment centers is a lot, and sometimes they worked for 2 years, and sometimes they worked for 6 months. But you'd be surprised to know, since 2001, I've been mostly sober.
Former federal prosecutor Neama Rahmani joins us now. Neama, this Dr. Plasencia was in text messages in court. We saw this earlier as evidence, calling Matthew Perry, quote, a moron because he was willing to pay so much to get his hands on ketamine. Is this plea deal today going to change anything about the underground drug market in Hollywood?
I don't think so, Elizabeth, and I live and work in Los Angeles, and unfortunately, ketamine is one of the most abused drugs out there. Addicts typically cook it from its pure liquid form into a white powdery substance that they snort like cocaine. But in Matthew Perry's case, he was given liquid ketamine to administer in his home, which is well outside what's appropriate medically. To the extent that ketamine is appropriate, it's supposed to be given in a doctor's office or a hospital setting with an IV, not given to a patient to take home or to have his assistant give to him. And then Matthew Perry, of course, died in his hot tub.
Yeah, that was the thing about this case that really exposed that how the rich and famous in LA and Hollywood have access to all these doctors who are willing to prescribe illegally copious amounts of ketamine and other drugs.
Well, yeah, there are pill mills, and obviously Matthew Perry's prescription drug and opioid addiction is pretty well documented. And you have doctors here that were taking advantage of a patient who was an addict. And like you said, it was that text message, how much is this moron willing to pay? And he was willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars to Drs. Plasencia, Dr. Chavez, who also pled guilty. And really, I mean, this is the violation of the Hippocratic Oath, do no harm. So I'm not surprised that Plasencia not only is pleading guilty with his trial coming up next month, but also losing his medical license.
Yeah, we still have the trial of the ketamine queen, the only defendant left to still see justice. Neama Rahmani, thank you so much. Appreciate you joining us.
And of course, Elizabeth, thanks for having me as always.
All right, Chris Cuomo joins me live next.